up, man? I'm here with my good friend Alvin, A1 coming in, special guest. Want to talk about a good couple of things, which is I'm gonna give a quick little background. This is your man, Staff, Strength by Staff, coming through you, with the mental progress, and we just want to talk about different things that's going to affect athletes and becoming better overall on the field, off the field, you name it. So I want to sit down and talk to a former football player, guy I used to work with a lot, and go ahead and give a quick little background who you are, Alvin. Let the people know what you did in your life and what you continue doing right now. Bless us.
Yes. So my name is Alvin Scioneaux. I've been on staff for since 2014.
Yeah,
So yeah,
wow.
it's
Wow.
been about six plus years. Uh, trained over there at Velocity in Charlotte. Came out of Wofford College in South Carolina, playing football. Then played a few years professional with the San Diego Chargers as well as with the Edmonton Eskimos in the CFL. Uh, Things don't always go to plan. Got injured, tore my ACL,
You lying.
had knee surgery, had shoulder surgery before that, and right when my professional football career really was getting started, it kind of abort mission real quick. And I was there was a year or so of transition process for me trying to figure out what I was going to do. I
Mhm.
eventually got a master's in mechanical engineering at San Diego State, and now I'm doing some aerospace engineering work as well as a lot of modeling and acting on the side out here in California, and some public speaking as well. So when one door closes, a few more open, and we're gonna walk through all five, six, seven of them.
All the doors, all the doors. Well, that's good, man. I appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule to sit down and talk with me. Like I said, we'll keep this nice and short, but it's gonna be very inquisitive and get some good details of what's really about to go
Mhm.
on. So the topic that we want to talk about that me and Alvin came up with is structure and how important having a structure is for an athlete, having a game plan on and off the court, on and off the field, just having a game plan to move forward in your career, even in high school, college, professional, you name it. You got to have that structure because if you try to go through life without a plan or a purpose, you're just gonna be wondrous, walking around looking like a chicken with his head cut off. So we can't
Right.
pursue our athletes that have that type of mindset. So the biggest thing for us is I want to sit down and talk to you about is how important was structure for you going through the transition from high school to college and then even college to the NFL.
Structure was a big key. I mean, I would say on all levels of football, you have some sort of structure when it comes to like practice. Okay, we're doing this for the beginning of practice. We're doing this. We got, warm ups. We got a individual route, individual sections. Then we're doing, teams, offense, defense. And then at the end of practice, we may have some, uh, go against each other or one on ones or whatever the case may be. So, and we do that throughout the whole week, and then we lead up to the game on whether it's Friday in high school, Saturday in college, Sunday on professional level. There's the whole week is structured, and that is a huge aspect in regards to the game of football. But you also need to hone that in on your personal life, your individual structure. Okay, this is my morning routine. Get my breakfast, do some yoga, stretch out. Get ready for the day's work. Whether you're in school, in college, or you're trying to go ahead and play professional, this is my period where I'm working out or I'm going to class, and throughout the day have everything in line so you're not just wandering and lost. I would say for me, I was doing physics and math in college, so
Boy,
yeah, that's nothing nothing to play with. I needed I was 24/7, literally from 9 to 5 and 5 back to 9. Everything was structured for me. I didn't really have much time to mess around. I can remember getting up for your 6 a.m. workouts, going to class throughout the day, having your meetings, midday, then practice in the evening, getting out of that at 8, 9 o'clock, then going for the next 5 or so hours doing schoolwork, and then going to sleep hopefully by 1 o'clock and right back at it again at 6 a.m. So it was for me. It was a relief
mhm.
that a lot of people, they have a lot of free time and then they kind of just procrastinate and wonder. And then next thing you know, the whole week passed by and like, oh shit, I forgot to do this or I forgot
Yep.
to do that. But that structure is key because it holds you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're able to hold yourself accountable as well as have outside sources in the football world hold you accountable, that goes a long way in your development and your progress. I would say that's the structure is probably one of the main things that helped me as a freshman in college
Mm-hmm.
because I was red shirted, and then I was, once you red shirt, you're not playing nothing, like, so you just whatever, man. I'm gonna just hang out.
Yep. Good old
I'm
time.
gonna do my own thing. But that structure definitely took me to the next level from going from a red shirt freshman to All American sophomore. So
Okay.
it was a blessing for sure.
Dope. And like I said, you hit a touch on a lot of good points. And the big thing I want to feedback from that is I want to like just tell my people is like I know that we're used to having people tell us what to do, but sometimes you need to sit down and set your own agenda. And we got calendars in our phone. We can go buy notebooks with calendars in it. Write your schedule down each and every day because if you know what you got going on, you know what to expect, you know how to prepare for it, you know how to, like I said, mentally prepare for it because you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to get thrown nothing crazy at the end of the day. And I know we've been athletes, you know, you get a last minute something, you got to go meet with an advisor or go meet with somebody in physical therapy. That throws your whole agenda off and it can mess up your whole routine.
Right.
So with that even being said, like you need to have your schedule zoned in, locked in, especially an athlete, because time is of essence. We don't have much time to do this and that, especially when you get to the top tier levels, like your time
Yeah.
took it. So take advantage of this now, even your high school kids, write down your schedule from your classes to your practices to what time you want to do your homework to the time you want to even get on the video game and play Fortnite or 2K.
Yeah.
Schedule out blocks of time because then you'll know when, what you do at that time and get your stuff done accordingly. And like I said, to keep going off that, like you said, how important structure was, it gets you to the next level and continue to have you grow in momentum to reach certain tiers of wherever you want to be as an athlete. But to touch back on there, so I know some couple experiences with me going back to college as well too is it was my red shirt freshman year as well too, and I was like you, I got to the point where cool, school was fun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was playing football, what I really love to do. And the feedback on that, I let stuff just go out to the side. I won't take it so serious. I didn't care about the schedule. I knew I wasn't important then. I feel like I just wasn't important. I
Mm-hmm.
got set behind off that just because I let myself go. I wanted to be the cool guy. And wanted to be the cool guy, I didn't plan accordingly. And next thing you know, I looked at myself in the spring semester. I had like a 2.2 GPA, and I'm usually got like a 3.5, 3.6.
Came up quick.
Came up quick. Coach came talk to me, said, "You want to keep living like this? You're gonna be off this team." Once I heard it, I said, "All right, I need whatever y'all need me to do to get my junk together." And they told me, "Look,
Mm-hmm.
establish a schedule that's gonna work best for you, and do something that you're gonna abide by and hold yourself accountable for." And like you said, having structure and having that planning period down, they let you know, "All right, cool. I checked that off the list for the day. I'm good with that." And as an athlete, we competitive. We want to look forward to completing something, finishing something. So they give you something to look forward to, in my
Right.
personal opinion. So one thing I also want to ask you about for structure and planning to build for your future. Uh, so, with you learning about structure, how did that help you transition to taking that little bit you learn about your structure to guide yourself for like the next couple years in your future, like learning how to plan accordingly, like goal settings and stuff like that in that fashion.
It played a big part, I would say. So transitioning from college to the professional level,
Mm-hmm.
there on the professional, it's like being in the corporate world. You're an adult now. You're getting paid to make sure you hold yourself accountable. So you won't have your coaches calling you saying, "Oh, we got breakfast check," and none of that stuff. It's totally different once you get out of college, and you have to provide that structure on your own. Um, Now, it's also key, like you were mentioning, you want to have that balance. So, of course, we all play football, basketball, whatever the sport. We're athletes, but at the same time, we're also, an individual. We have different things that we like to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
We have, times to have fun, and there has to be some type of structure to balance all of that out. So for me, once I transitioned from my couple of years playing professional, and I was kind of just in limbo, wondering what's going on. My girlfriend, she was a big support system and
Mhm.
just keeping me on track, saying, "Oh, it's okay. We can do this and do that," and just to keep my mind busy, so to speak, as you're not just wondering, because that's the last thing you want to do is just
Mhm.
wander around, not knowing what to do. Because if you're not headed towards somewhere, you're you're never going to reach any goal. If you don't have a goal, then how can you reach it?
Mhm. Totally
And
agree.
that structure is kind of it's like driving. So if you're driving to your grandma's house, that's your end destination,
Mhm.
and the roads, the end edges of the roads you driving on, that's your structure to get you to your grandmother's house. So without the road to get you there, you're never going to get there, right?
Mhm.
So for me, balancing my football structure, this is what uh, this is my training time, my eating time, make sure I get adequate sleep, as well as transitioning post football, having a plan and an end goal. Okay, football didn't work out. All right, is that the end of my life now? No, I'm still alive.
And
So
touching back on that, I ain't mean to cut you off, but that's one thing that hits me a little well too. Because like a lot of guys I played with from high school even on to college, like those guys were fine when they had structure, when these guys had a plan to do every day. But once
mhm.
these guys got done playing football and they didn't have nobody tell them the structure or plan to do, they just wandering souls. Like they don't know what type of jobs they want to work. They don't know if they want to be a good man. They don't know they want to be a good father. They don't have that structure, and these guys are so used to being trained to have that I guess that the structure to put them in play, to put them in places where they need to be. That they're, like I said, really a lost soul, and it hurts to see a lot of your teammates like that because you
Yeah.
know how it is. You can feel for them. It's so easy to get lost in that mix of being like, what do I do next? And then just go back to saying like, you got to plan accordingly. You got to have structure to get you through your usual routine day to day. You got to have structure to plan 5 years ahead, and you got to have
Right.
structure to make sure you have something to fall back onto as well. Because, like I said, sports don't last forever. It's a great stepping stool to get you to the next level, or get you the money that you want to get, or just even get you the opportunity to do things that you never thought you could possibly get done.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, people really take this structure stuff is important, man. Like, start now. I don't care if you're 14 or I don't care if you're 35 years old. Start structure at some point in your life. Write your agenda down each and every day, and I promise you, you will evolve. It will make you a better athlete. It will make you a better person. Your days will be more fulfilled, and you'll be able to have more time to do the things that you want to do.
Oh
So,
yeah. I would say always have a plan, no matter what
mm,
it is. So, for me, it was to become a professional athlete. And even though, through injury things didn't work out, I still had a post football career because sports, like you said, sports won't last forever. I was doing engineering even during the off season when I was with the Chargers.
mm-hmm,
So I literally was balancing like being an NFL athlete and being an aerospace engineer at the same time. And some people think that's crazy, but that is what the structure, when you have that structure in your life, that's what it provides. You
yep.
can do crazy things and do them in tandem when you have structure. And I ended up getting my master's, and I didn't miss a beat. I'm still working in the aerospace engineering industry, as well as since I'm out here in LA doing some model and acting work too. So that's just cherry on top. um, I would say once you have that plan
You heard that?
and
Sorry.
this man cough. Once you have that plan and you know like what you're working towards, you can do everything you need to do, make adjustments and pivot when necessary to get to that exact end goal.
And I like that word pivot, man. We athletes. We gotta have change of direction, right? So
Oh
if
yeah.
one plan don't go according to plan, guess what? We do react, we bounce off, and we go make that play.
Yeah.
So same thing in life, man. Let's take these bumps in the road and let's go ahead and build our foundation and all start with a structure. Your
Oh
parents
yeah.
had a game plan for you to get you to where you need to be. You need to have a game plan for yourself. And then once you get older to the point where you're having kids, have a game plan to get your kids to where they need to be too as well. And it all
Right.
goes back to the key word of the day, structure.
Right. Right. When the defense flowing, then they hit their reverse on
Yep.
pivot, stir. Go back. You know what I'm saying? Reverse.
We going out here. But
Yeah.
man, like I said, I appreciate you so much, Al, for taking time out your busy schedule. You know, your little model and acting career. Y'all look out for him. That little boy out here shining, huh? Look ugly. I was just playing.
That's what I'm saying. Boss.
Great pause. Pause. Timeout. Flag on the play.
Hey, technical ejection.
Yeah, ejected. He is gone. But no, man, I really do appreciate you taking time out your day to talk to me, man. And people, it's just athletes having a conversation with another athlete, man. So this, like I said, this is made for athletes to talk to other athletes, to converse, and just to learn from each other. So I just want to go in here and, like I said, tell my man Alvin, I appreciate you. Salute all you've been doing, man. I'm keeping my eyes on y'all. Look out for him too, man. A1 Minute. Check him out on Instagram. Go ahead and get your tags in. Let people know who you are. Let them follow you. All that good stuff.
I have you can keep up with me on all social media. #1 Scioneaux, my last name.
So, and I'll spell all this stuff out on the video, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, #1 and Scioneaux. I have A1 Minute series. Is basically just the informative knowledge. I think, you know, the more we know, the better we all can do. And especially as a, you know, athlete, we get the jock label and, you know, not the smartest people, but I mean, you can apply a lot of things you learn on a football, on a basketball court, any field you're playing on, and you can apply it in life in so many different ways. So that's more or less what the series is about, just informative knowledge preaching session.
Yes. Like I said, go check it out. It's very informative. Athletes is something that y'all need to hear each and every day. And every Thursday?
Every Thursday, just a minute and a half, quick little snippet on just, you know, just dropping a little gem here and there.
Good. Hey, they say iron sharpen iron, man. So make sure y'all do that. Surround yourself by good people, man. Positive vibes everywhere we go. It's gonna carry you a long way through life, man. So, like I said, we ain't gonna hold you much longer. We're gonna check out. I appreciate you coming in and talking to me, Alvin. Like I said, man, big things for you moving forward. And keep building them damn planes because we need them.
Oh, yes. Can't be dropping out the sky.
No, none of that, man. R.I.P. Kobe.
Yes, exactly.
All right, good. Bye.